I can't tell whether I've muted it myself or not. I never remember when I've done what. Because sometimes I mute myself for certain reasons, and sometimes I'm not, and I never know what I am doing. Anyway, oh right, room with the coffin. I mean, we're in the prison, so I mean, there's not exactly that many options. He probably just found the nicest room that wasn't already taken, and put it in there.
Probably not a very good room then, since I know Azurus would also take a really high quality room.
Yeah.
Well, this is a pretty bad prison. So.
Yeah.
So probably just some cell. But anyway, on the whole, Marcus is a shut-in. I mean, I go places, just only when there's places to go. I mean, he wanders about sometimes, but since it's nighttime, he's in his coffin. So he can be awake at the same time as you regular day dwellers.
And Chiron will go knock and tell him that we want to have a meeting.
Okay, Marcus will emerge from the coffin.
Blur.
Bleh. There's a toll for knocking on my coffin. Bury your neck now.
What would dragon blood taste like, though?
Meeting time.
Does Telemanus want to donate a bit?
No.
Watch, Marcus is gonna stop becoming like a Hell Knight leader and just become like a vintage blood taster.
Well, one does not exclude
the
other.
That is part of becoming an older vampire.
Yeah, that's true. Well.
When you're young, all blood tastes different. Old and have tasted so much. They're truly exquisite.
That's when you start going for like princesses and stuff.
Angels.
Now I'm thinking about Vestromo, who was drinking that angel, and it just hurt a lot when he was doing that.
On the beach, Azurius and Casual, here there's the swooshing of winds and like in the billowing coat, not unlike black raven wings, Zacharias will land next to them.
You'll probably land with these two in front of you, and then like 3 hellhounds around you.
Zacharias glares around like he always does. Look at you having fun, I see.
Having a talk for the old time's sake.
How delightful.
I've already restored her life force. It took about 100 gold pieces worth of diamond dust in storage.
Yes, about the money. I have had a lovely talk with the Baroness, and proposed a business deal with the crown jewels of the city. She was quite fond of them, and I managed to up the price a bit. He smiles. I agreed to sell them to her for 50,000 gold pieces.
Well, that's lovely.
It's a nice improvement.
Yes, I thought so. Now then.
Sure you couldn't have pushed it to 55.
I didn't want to rob the woman blind. I have some manners.
Fair enough.
Where did those manners go?
Ha! Zacharias snorts. Oh, Lady Cash. Oh, it's such a delight.
I know.
He looks around. Well, let's wait for the others. I have there's some minor things to discuss, I think.
On the bright side, finding Cash and Azurus isn't too hard, with 3 flaming hellhounds outside. They're kind of bright.
And after a moment or so, you will also hear Chiron approach while flying, but it's not so much a swooshing sound like the fancy Zacharias, more like a massive thundering of giant dragon wings as he lands rather gracefully and waits for you to do your meeting stuff.
Yep. And shortly after that, Marcus will appear from a cloud of mist.
Cash will look at...
Isn't the bat quicker?
Yeah, but the mist is more dramatic and cooler.
Uh-huh.
So we specifically wait like an extra half an hour?
Yeah, it's like,
not even. Come on, I can run while I'm in mist form. I can go like 60 or 80 or something.
Do Mutal.
Marcus asked the same questions of Vestromo, but isn't the bat faster? Yes. Yes, my son, but not as dramatic.
Oh, I see. Theatrics is important for one of
I
our
could
kind.
imagine that. Cash looks at Marcus
We
and tells...
children of the night.
That should be another. You should add that title again to Marcus, like another title.
A child of the night?
Child of the night.
You want me to make this long name? Here, I got you.
By now, all of you should have a long name with titles.
Cash just Lady Cash.
Arch Ignum, Azurius Ravenheart of the Order of the Phoenix, Oracle of the Flaming Hells, well, of the Flaming Fires of Hell itself.
I'm sure I can come up with a long list of titles for Zacharias.
This,
I have something to do at some point.
Yeah.
Homework for
Oh,
next
yes.
time.
I
Wizard of Darkness.
I am waiting for something very peculiar and specific, and then there will be a lot of titles.
Cash looks at Marcus. She looks very angry. And if he doesn't take the hint from that, she'll say to him, Marcus, or whatever is left of you, I would prefer you do not stay next to me. Jake, you're muted if you're talking.
He's disconnected from the call.
What?
Oh, that's another way of doing it, I guess.
I guess he got the message.
We bull rush him to the
Zacharias
Marcus is shocked.
Zacharias just... well, the good Baroness also told me something in return for the gracious business offer. She told us that apparently she has been approached by a resistance movement that was operating out of town somewhere. They seem to quickly be getting more and more power, more of the survivors sort of join up with them. It's something to look out for. She didn't know exactly from which district they operated or what their leaders were, only that they apparently existed. So that might be something to keep our eyes and ears peeled about, yes.
Certainly. A resistance group can either go two ways. They be on our side and control the city when the bugbears leave, or they will destroy the bugbears before anything happens.
I don't think they have power enough to oust the fire axe. There's more of a nagging thorn in our sides. And we do know a thing or two about nagging thorns now, don't we?
Just remember, Zacharias, even a dagger can cause a lot of damage.
Yes, which is why if we find it, we should, destroy them completely, of course.
So she told you that a resistance exists.
Yes.
How helpful of her.
Well, we know that a resistance exists, where before we just assumed that all the people had fled or just holed up in a cellar somewhere. Now we know that they are trying to organize themselves in a resistance movement.
Internet, please.
Zacharias sighs. Anyway, I should return to my studies, I suppose.
Do your studies always include nightly visits to your girlfriends?
Zacharias' eyes thin, and he looks over to Karen. What?
Oh, nothing.
I thought so. Zacharias flies away towards the prison.
Cash looks confused to Kyron. Are you jealous?
Or daft.
I just don't like that woman.
Well, go pout in your room.
What? She's the first of the Baroness and Barons I've met that I don't want to cut the head off. So I'd see it as an improvement.
Karen shrugs and pouts.
I'm gonna go and hang out with Marcus. He understands me. We can go and be emo together
I don't think
in the coffin room.
does Marcus understand anyone? Or I
Yeah.
think the question is, does anyone understand Marcus?
According to him, no.
Marcus understands Marcus.
Only you understand me, Marcus.
I'll be your Batman. Or no, I'll be your Robin.
There, by the way,
You are literally a Batman now, though.
Ah, that's true. Alright, hang on. By the way, while I was disconnected, I wrote a new title for myself.
What was that?
You gotta hover over myself and see it.
Lictor Marcus, Vestromo,
Oh, God.
Child of Master of Midnight, Holder of Hellbrand, Protector of the Realm, the Lord Regent of the Seven Kingdoms. It just rolls off your right
You
out
know,
of
you
your
change out Protector of the Realm to Ravager of the Realm, and
Yeah,
But it's a
Protector
Game
isn't
of
quite
Thrones joke.
accurate.
I
Come
know,
on.
but you know, you should theme it.
Yeah.
Guess so.
I got Cash a longer title, the Mother of the Shadow Web Lady Cash.
Oh, in
Protector
that
of
case,
faith.
I need to improve my one.
Protector of the Faith.
I gotta get
No,
rid
no,
of the
no,
Lord
no.
Regent of the Seven Kingdoms thing.
Yeah. Should probably put that in like your label.
You put it
or
in
something.
notes.
Yeah, put it in
inside
notes.
your token.
There we go.
It doesn't
So we
take
don't
up-
get half a screen
No,
full of names.
I refuse. Okay.
Right. Was that it for this night?
Yes.
Alright, let's go to day 11. Are you going anywhere this morning?
It looks like Cash and Azorius are gonna continue talking
Well, we're continuing the talk which happened.
before we were so rudely interrupted.
The previous night didn't last 5 minutes. So.
Maybe. I guess.
So, are you going to go anywhere this day?
I think we'll do our usual of going somewhere random where we haven't been before. I would suggest the resident area. Because why not?
Stupid bugbears burned
It's where you found the Duke.
Yeah, might as well take a closer look. If he was there, maybe the resistance is also there somewhere.
Do you want to do rumors?
I think so. So D20 or diplomacy roll?
D20.
Okay, I'll do the D20.
I pretty much auto crit. I basically auto crit all the diplomacy. So
Alright. You walk towards Smallwort, and in Glassborough, as you walk through it, you notice that a side, sort of an alleyway, has a pile of dead bugbear bodies. And over them, it seems that a piece of parchment has been sort of hammered to the wall.
Ooh. We shall inspect the parchment. What does it say?
It says, the rats are not alone under this city.
not a completely unreasonable place to search at some point.
Yeah, but they were huge.
Zacharias throws a glance over to Marcus.
Eh?
You're like Lord of Rats. Can't you send down a few and look around?
I mean, okay.
Cash looks at the others. We also have 2 demons just doing nothing in a tower now.
Marcus,
That
I
is
wouldn't
true.
I wouldn't say I'm Lord of Rats. They help
Summon
me
demons.
sometimes.
Demons?
No, rats
Or
time.
devils.
Yeah, well, no, you know, Marcus has the rats. Can you control them? Like, how does that work?
I tell them what to do. They
Okay.
assist me.
All right,
They will help him because they feel he's kin.
all right. Well, can you use rats then and send them out into the sewers and look around?
Mm-hmm.
All
Let's
right.
see. Let's see how many rat swarms I conjure forth.
Must describe as you sort of call them out. You don't really create them; they just
Ah!
call them to you.
Yeah, well, I do like the Aquaman mind thing, and it's like, whoa! And then the rats come.
Seriously?
Suddenly, they just begin crawling out of like little sewer pipes
Yeah, I
and
mean,
drains. And
Marcus seems to be concentrating, and then from various kind of, not, like, dirty places from around the city, they begin to pour forth, and they form 2 swarms of hundreds of rats.
It's almost as his like shadow, you know, grows larger as sends up tendrils in different directions in different dark crevices and looks for rats.
You know, I choose to believe in the Aquaman policy.
I'm trying to make it more theatrical, less silly.
Yeah, I got ya. But, yep, And then we have rat swarms, and I tell them to go look in the sewers and the undercity area thing.
The Undercity, I hope. Do we have an
Yeah.
Undercity here?
Well, I believe by what Manikai said before, we have to pick which district he's going to search under. The
Look at those rats.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a
Seems
swarm is
fierce.
basically, hunt so many that you cannot see the ground below them, and
Yep.
so many that the top ones that you see are only walking on others.
Yep.
It's like a lake of rats, hungry, and as they get near the pile, I mean, they do begin devouring just pieces of that's inside of it. As they sort of scurry around, Marcus, laying their heads low as they get close, not touching him, but coming as close as possible. As he gives them their commands before they scurry out again, spreading in all directions.
While this is happening, Zacharias will also call out the name of the devils, which I will now write down once and for all, because I seem to have lost them in my notes.
So just to clarify, what you're seeing here is a random pile of bugbears with a note next to them.
Like dead bugbears?
Yeah, dead
They're dead.
bugbears, I assume.
Okay, I didn't remember if they said if they're just unconscious bugbears.
Oh, they're dead. Looks like they've been cut to pieces with swords and have a few arrows stuck in them.
What was the name of the devils, Monica?
I'm fighting it for you.
Lucifer and Beelzebub.
Those are not those devils.
And assuming that the note is from the whatever people it was who killed the bugbears, why would they write what they did? That's so weird.
A statement. Show that the resistance is alive and kicking.
And potentially give away their position.
Yes. They're
So
more,
we can root them out and kill them all.
They are as much a political rally as a military one. Probably more a political one. They need to categorize sort of motions towards the pile. They need to show strength of force. They need to instill fear in the bugbears and courage in their own ranks by showing themselves and us that they can do these things. Kill bugbears and disappear without taking any casualties.
Kyron just shakes his head. Killing bugbears is not a great accomplishment.
I completely agree, but do remember, Kyron, that it was once upon a time when we fought bugbears and nearly died.
I remember differently.
Of course you do. And they are bearded devils, Malachi?
What?
Or
Well, they're
barbed?
sticky and bone devils.
Bone devil, that
bone.
was the thing.
Too many bee devils.
Stygian bone devils.
Alright, Zacharias will then call out for Scarabus and Scraeth in Infernal.
I mean, it takes just a short while before they appear, sort of, well, that he hears them. If you can see invisibility, you see them.
I haven't. I'll probably do that permanency on me at some point because it's very good to have.
But you'll hear the "We answer the call."
Zacharias continues the Infernal. These bugbears were slayed by human resistance, a human resistance movement here in the city. We wish to find the headquarters or the place where they lair, and we wish to destroy them. Your job is to simply find them, find out where they hide, and report back to us as soon as it is done.
You're shittering as you just hear them scurry away.
Zacharias smiles, looks at the others. They are very handy, aren't they?
Oh, indeed.
Well, it's good, since we're lords, that we need those kind of servants.
Yes, it is rather fitting. Looking at Hellbark and Rahal Valar. Now then, we were going somewhere.
Is there, Manikai, is there any visible sewer entrance anywhere close to the pile of bugbears? I refuse to believe that they carted a huge load of bugbears just through the city.
You
So
want
they
to
must
search
come
this
up
area?
somewhere.
Maybe Marcus should send the rats while they're here.
Do you want to search the
rest are
area, or
gone.
do you want to continue on?
Where are we more
You can search
specifically?
Glassborough.
We are in Glassborough.
Have we looted Glassborough?
No.
Then we should like loot Glassborough.
I guess we could.
I would be very much in favor for looking through this area first,
Alright.
since we found something interesting here.
Sure. Let's go through Glassborough.
Sure. This seemed to be a rather large district, as you can see, and it seems to once have been fairly rich. Right now, however, there seems to be little left here as you walk through the city, the areas. Clearly, this has been looted quite extensively. Could you roll a perception check?
Perception.
Yeah. Can I ever?
I don't know, can you?
I don't know. Do we have anyone who rolls perception? I don't think we do.
It's
Nope.
tough.
Nope.
No.
Let's see.
Really, is your name long enough?
Let's give this. Let's give it a go. I actually have better perception now because of this vampirism deal. There you go.
Wow.
I think I'll
Still
go
not
back
enough.
to just Lady Cash again.
Ah,
Speaking of anyone who would have like false life running all day, that's probably a good thing to add.
All right. You look at well, most of you don't really seem to find much, but Marcus and Zacharias both see something a little interesting, sort of a bit down into a bit of a clearing. As you're looking through this quarter.
Mm-hmm. We, well, seeing that Marcus has noticed the same thing as he has, he will motion to him and we will approach.
What you see is basically a large building. It seems to be almost the shape of an arena. And what is so spectacular about it is that there is sort of an arch in the entryway. It has spikes on it.
Mhm.
And on these, there are 3 ogre heads, 5 bugbear heads, 8 goblin heads, and 1 hill giant head set up. Next to the heads on the arch, there is written in blood, "Open for business. All challengers welcome." Above, you see the Ballerin School of Dueling.
Oh, really? Zacharias looks over to Marcus and this cold smile creeps over his face.
As you walk closer, you see the name under it. A very long name, someone who's obviously not from Talingard. Rodrigo Garza Diego Guillermo Valentino Istanza di Garadora.
an
That's the
Italian.
name.
No.
Zacharias looks over to Marcus
Master Swordsman.
and looks up to the sign and says, "That seems like a challenge to your swordsmanship, Lictor Stroman, now doesn't it?"
This arena may have to face a new challenger someday.
How about today? Zacharias looks in.
Today works as well as any other day.
Shall we?
We shall.
Zacharias floats in.
Marcus follows.
The rest of you, of course, see that the 2 leave you.
We will follow immediately because
Yeah,
this is
sure,
interesting.
might as well.
Yeah. The dragon and the 3 hellhounds with their riders will go in.
As you begin walking in, you begin to hear an instructor telling his the hellhounds can barely get in. But you begin to hear an instructor telling his students, obviously, never attack in the back. That is dishonorable. And if you win in such a way, you will really win nothing. No, you must be the greatest swordmaster, and I am your teacher. You have survived here because of me. I will not see you lose to anyone who is not worthy.
Oh, really?
Just wait, I'm just trying to find enough room for the...
That would do. I'll move Vela myself.
See them. You see some students clearly paired up with their hand behind their back and a rapier out as they fight each other. In the middle stands a very fabulously looking man. He has a scarf. He is dressed in sort of light armor and he seemed to be very sure of himself. He moves with an rather brilliant grace around, and seemed to know where every footstep he takes lands. Again, he seems to really not have that much armor, and the only weapon he seems to be carrying is a rapier, seemingly. He does not seem to have it drawn. He instructs these younglings.
Zacharias floats closer now, a few feet off the ground, Magneto style, basically.
He
Smiling.
turns and looks towards the oncoming people. And says, and who do we have here? As his students step up quickly, taking positions, armed as they are.
Zacharias looks around and says, mayhap you a new challenger. Tell me, we saw your quite fantastic statement above the entrances to this place. It said open for business.
Yes, you are students who seek my teachings. I am the best swordsmaster in all of Talengard, and outside. I am the best swordsmaster in the world.
Ah, well,
And
about
I will
that.
take any challenge to my title.
Oh, I see. And what would we be able to gain if we were to best you in such a duel?
Around. Ha! Anything in the world. No one can best me in any duel.
Zacharias looks over to Marcus. Basically, like, what do you think? Can you take him?
Marcus kind of sizes him up. Marcus will do a detect good as part of this kind of thing.
Right. What's the range of that?
Ding ding.
Like 30 feet or 60
I guess. Oh, it is 30, right? No, I think. I think it has two. I think a single target is 60, and then area is 30. I'm not sure exactly. Can I?
Good.
Yeah, let me.
While this is going on, Zacharias will smile and say, well, among our party we have quite the swordsman ourselves. May I present Lictor Marcus Vestromo, Master of Midnight, Holder of Hellbrand, and Ravager of the Realm. He smiles.
It's 60 feet, cone
A
shaped.
name I have never heard. I would surely have heard of any challenger worthy to my title. However, I shall gladly take up the challenge, if it can be called such. However, there must be rules. This is a duel of swordsmanship, and as such, there must be no magic involved.
Oh, of course not.
Let's say he sort of scoffs at it, disdainful. Such is the tricks of people who do not know how to handle a weapon.
Kyron frowns.
You got burned, Kyron. You got
Eyes
burned.
meets his eyes, smiles, clearly, looking slightly above Kyron's eyes.
Kyron
Of
just glares back.
Well, I think then you will find Master Vestromo to be quite your match.
By the way, detect good has 60 feet range.
Mhm.
Is he good?
No.
He seems a bit crazy, actually. Like he's in the middle of a burning city full of bugbears and he's doing this.
A little less confident then,
Well,
but
maybe this is the right time to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You can't smite him, but you'll be fine.
You like Marcus. You will rip this guy apart.
Looks at Marcus.
Yeah, is he chaotic?
Yes,
Ooh, I can smite chaos him at least.
Marcus. It says,
That's probably magic.
oh, the big soldier hides in armor, does he? Very well, if you're afraid to face me as a man.
Are you gonna take that, Marcus?
No,
You gotta take this shit.
I do not hide in my armor. It protects me as I protect myself.
So you're hiding.
A man needs no armor to protect him. He only needs his skill with a blade. A victory as such, he looks at his students, would mean nothing. What would have won him the victory would not be the skill, but his armor.
But he still would have won the victory.
And he still would not be a match for the best swordsman in the world.
But if he would have won and the best swordsman in the world is dead, then what does it matter? I challenge you as I am and as you are.
Sort of scoffs and says, you cannot challenge me if you do not agree to the terms of a challenge. Then what is the point? We could simply blow up this entire arena with the bombs placed below, and we would gain nothing from it.
Don't have a fireball. It's a bit chaotic again here.
Ah, come on, you're like, you're a damn vampire. Even without your armor, you're like brutal.
Even without my armor, he's
You
gonna
have
hit
damage
me.
reduction.
I have damage reduction, sure.
Yeah, and fast healing.
And
You'll be
fast,
fine.
You know, I
You
don't.
have friggin' 201.
Yeah,
I
don't
guess so.
don't be a wimp.
And if you lose, we can always just cheat.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. If it looks like we're going to lose, we're just gonna cheat. I mean, come on.
Okay.
We've done this before.
You know, I'm too ethical as a human being.
You're not a human being.
I am. Marcus isn't.
You're a vampire.
Yeah, I know. I'm
So
not. Marcus.
If you wish to challenge me, then come closer. If not, then my students and I shall take back up the training. They have much to learn.
Are you gonna let him talk to you like
Steps
that?
forward. No, I'm gonna kill him.
The students do not seem happy at all with what's going on here.
Will you undon your armor for him?
Sure.
Missed out of the armor. That would probably be a tip-off.
Well, you're
Yeah.
probably gonna.
So funny
What
enough,
is it? The
Funny enough,
item
so
you
technically
wear?
if full plates, technically someone else has to help him out of the armor.
No, I don't have to take off the shroud. Just the armor.
She walks over here and turns around, looking at Marcus, raising up his rapier.
Wait? Is he gonna wait for me to take off the armor, or do I not
Obviously.
have? Oh, okay.
He's a gentleman and a duelist.
Yeah, since you're taking the armor off, you actually technically have to have someone else help you because it's full plate.
Yeah. Well, Azurius is the most knowledgeable with armor here.
Undone. Carry it away.
Undone.
I was just going to lean against the wall and watch
Nah.
this silly spectacle.
Straight
Yeah,
up.
Zacharias will lean against the wall next to him, smiling.
Azurius will just sit on Rahal and just casually watch.
Yeah, no. I'll sit on the. It's got the hot seat.
I say it will be over in 3 rounds. Zacharias smiles towards Karen.
Azurius gets a look to Zacharias like, is it even worth having the reach rod?
Nah.
Marcus, you're so weird.
Okay, Marcus is ready.
Also, take away the 78 lightning HP. That's gone now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
My lightning protection lasted long. Well, not that long.
here we go. If stuff gets if I get low on health, I'll just dominate him.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, you have 10
Heal
damage
progress.
reduction and fast healing. You're
Yeah.
you're a bloody monster. Like,
Like, defeating
Anyway.
you is not a simple proposition.
do not lose, Marcus.
I'm
Look at
still
this.
not confident.
Look here, you should have kept.
I would
You should keep-
rather that he had gone first, actually.
Marcus gets
Because-
to move first.
I mean, if you want him to go first, you can delay.
I will prepare an attack on approach for my turn.
Are you sure you not want to delay?
Why would I delay?
Because
I
you
want-
can do a full attack if he moves closer. Then.
That's true. Yeah, that's why I wanted him to go first. Yeah, I will delay.
You should have kept your title, then your name would have been just as long as his.
Yeah.
It's a very impressive name.
Here, I have an idea.
How do you pronounce that full thing?
Manika is dead.
There we go. It's in my label.
Rodrigo Garza
Oh, God.
Diego Goli.
You know
Liam.
what? Title time. Everyone put your titles in your names.
Rodrigo, Gaza, Diego, Guillermo, Valentino, Estanza de
That's my one.
Garadora.
My one's in my name tag now. Not sure if it beats Marcus or not. It's really hard to tell.
We're also a general of the Bugbear army.
Oh, that's true.
Bugbear Horde,
Right.
even.
Yep, Marcus delays, I guess.
Aha, my name's even longer.
He moves up to Marcus, clearly eyeing him, quite, trying to spot him, but he seems rather slightly perplexed at the physiology he's faced with here.
The thin yet still muscular, pale guy who seems so confident.
He looks like he is made out of marble.
There's nothing as he steps out.
That alabaster skin catching the
Oh,
sunlight.
no.
Oh wait.
He
Well.
immediately realizes he will have damage reduction.
Well, no, he won't. I don't think so.
You know if your target has damage reduction, part of the rule.
Oh, that's true. Okay, well, let's
If you
see.
strike, no.
Yeah, so
Did I?
that didn't take very well.
HP
And
change.
moves out his rapier and sort of stabs Marcus in what would have been a vital spot.
Bah.
Some black blood wells forward, possibly.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, it's regular blood. Well, actually, my blood doesn't flow, so it's just regular blood, but it's all clotted and gross.
So the question is, do we want to kill him, or do we just want to subdue him?
I mean, he's not good.
No, maybe he can be recruited. I mean,
Maybe.
Maybe.
if you
No,
best him, if you best him, maybe he will be like, "Oh, my, you're the best swordsman now. I will be."
He's either chaotic neutral or chaotic evil. We know that.
Maybe you'll get a T-shirt that says, "I beat the sword master."
Right.
Well,
But first of all, Marcus has to actually beat him.
Yeah, try not to kill him though. But you
Yeah.
know,
Okay. I will use Might Chaos on him.
I probably shouldn't because that's magic.
No, I don't think he even can know. Basically, he thinks I'm just yelling out religious stuff.
No, it's smite.
No.
Do you even know
No.
for smite?
No,
Is it
I
like
think you know that you have been smitten.
I think you do, yeah.
The point is, it won't even
Oh,
matter.
okay.
I don't think
Then I won't bother smiting. So
Question is, do you want to be fair, or do you just want to demolish him?
That's my point. If we just want to kill him, we can just jump in and kill him, of course. But I think if we follow his rules, maybe we can gain something from it.
that's true. Yeah.
He seems to have honor of a sort, and we can possibly use that against him if we beat him. It would be like Isabel, when we beat her.
Yeah.
By
Also, as
shouting
Grimace just said in
insults
the
at her?
chat, as Grimace just said in the chat, Smite is a supernatural ability which isn't magic. So I can hit
But
him.
does he know that difference though? I mean, this is his.
Well,
his
it doesn't
subjective
matter. I'll
rules.
inform him.
Excuse me, do know.
So on attack rolls, I gain 7. Damage, I gain 3.
The students here don't really seem too enjoyable this. Clearly, most of them know that dueling is illegal in Telangard.
All right.
It's a school. He's teaching them how to fight.
It's a demonstration, not a duel.
Yes. There you go. And 3 extra damage on the first hit. If an attack would kill him, I think I have enough on each of my attacks to take the penalty for non-lethal. So if an attack would kill him, I want it to be non-lethal instead. Like that attack roll.
Let's see here, that is all hits.
All hits, so... Under 9.
Alright.
Yep.
Well, he goes down from that.
Okay, so he is unconscious.
That's embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, you had
Yep.
nothing to worry about. You didn't even
Scribe, as he stands here with his hand behind his back and his rapier out.
Yep. So, basically, how I picture that going down is Rodrigo rushes forward, trying to stab Marcus in an important area, like a critical kind of spot, and then Marcus just puts one hand behind his back and goes all out with his sword, slashing through the chest, and then for the final blow, just knocks him over the head with the flat of the blade, and he collapses to the ground unconscious.
A true swordmaster, the black blade, faster than I can see.
All right, Black Blade, gotta add that one.